Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Games from Almost in Full Color, and today you can see we have the Series S. Believe it or not, this was actually what I wanted from Xbox the whole time. Like, no part of me wanted the Series X. I may get it later down the line, but this was actually what I was shooting for, and I'm happy I was able to get one. I just like how small it was. It's super small form factor, which is cool. I don't, I don't like how big the PlayStation 5 is, even though I love the PlayStation 5. Really looking forward to hopefully getting one, but I do hate how big it is. I like how small and just out of the way this console is. I've always loved the controller for the Xbox. Even though I'm a PlayStation guy, I feel like the Xbox controller is hands down the best. Now, I haven't played with the DualShock 5, but the DualShock 5, to me, what it has going for it, of course, is the adaptive triggers, and I believe it has like a very advanced vibration feature. That's cool, but from just a form factor approach and the feel in the hand, I just feel like that nobody quite does it like Xbox does. It's always been my favorite controller. But most people ask me why I got it. Like, they wonder why I went this route instead of getting the X, or why I even wasted my time with Xbox because PlayStation has all the games. I wanted a way to be able to play Xbox games this time around because I didn't get an Xbox last gen, and now I was hearing about this Game Pass and how Xbox Live is included. Game Pass includes all first party titles from Xbox, as well as now they have EA Play incorporated in it. They also have tons of old generation games that's came out on the Xbox in the past that's been kind of refreshened up to take advantage of these consoles. And also you get the xCloud service that piggybacks off of Game Pass. So I'm like, all that for $15 a month for a $300 console that's supposed to do ray tracing and everything. But of course, we're only targeting 1440p with this. Still trying to hit the 120 frames per second. Obviously, most games are probably going to be around 60. But I was like, all that for a cheap console that looks really good, great controller, and $15 a month for a huge library of games. Can't beat it. Like, you really can't beat that offering from Xbox. I feel like this is really the best offering from Xbox. Now, of course, if you want the latest and greatest, don't get this. Don't get this if you want the latest and greatest. One major reason is, even though they say it's 1440p and it's supposed to be up to 120 frames per second, I feel like it really performs the best for older generation Xbox games like last gen and of course before that. That really helps this console shine. If you play games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you're not going to get 60. They put that at 30, which kind of really sucks. I was hoping that the trade-off would be less resolution for a higher frame rate, which is fine. I don't need 4K. If you're going to give me 1440p or even 1080p, but I still hit the 60 FPS, that's cool. I'll make that trade-off all day, every day. But to get Assassin's Creed Valhalla and notice that it's only 30 FPS, I'm like, okay, so you kind of kicked me twice. You kicked me resolution and then you kicked me frame rate. I thought I was only getting one kick. Like, what the hell? So that part is the only drawback that I've really had with this console so far. But besides that, I've really enjoyed it. Like, really enjoyed this console. Starts up super fast. Obviously, the SSD in it is stupid fast. Load times are crazy. And the old games really take advantage of it. But yeah, I mean, it's really not much bad I can say about this console. I'm really enjoying it. So if anyone out there was like, I wonder if I should get a Series S, hopefully that might help you decide. I don't know. These really aren't any easier to get than the Series X right now. It seems like both Microsoft and PlayStation are just having just super production issues on actually getting these consoles out for the consumer. But if you can get your hands on one and you're interested in one, I don't feel like you can go wrong with this. Also, if you wanted to take advantage of the quick resume feature, you also get that on the Series S, just like on the X. Albeit you can't hold as many games in that pending or in that queue to switch between. obviously because you don't have the same level of memory allotment to put those games into that pending mode that you can switch between. But you can still use the feature. I think this one actually supports up to 2 or 3 games. You can actually do more games depending on how big the game is. So of course, newer generation games, you may only get 2 or 3. If you're playing all Xbox games, you may get 7. If you get 360 games and a mix of a new game, you might get 4. So it kind of depends what you're playing, but you can still take advantage of the feature. Just remember, if there's a game that needs to be online, that it's not going to work with Quick Resume. Also, some other games on Game Pass don't work with Quick Resume. I believe Gears is actually one, but now that's something I don't feel like it's hardware based. That's probably something they can just fix in a patch or something like that. So that's not too bad. But for the majority of games on Game Pass, they do work with the Quick Resume, and it's a really nice feature. Even though things load up really fast from the home screen, just having that Quick Resume to be able to pick up right where you left off, that's actually really good. It's like bringing save states to console, to be honest. So with all that being said, that's actually my first take or first overall impression of the Series S. I'm actually going to use it and do some comparisons to Stadia as well, just because that's the only other platform I have right now. I just want to see how fast this loads games like Destiny 2 compared to Stadia, and just see what is the big difference between Stadia and this. I feel like there's going to be a way bigger difference between PlayStation 5 and possible Series X if I ever get it than Stadia, obviously, because you're talking ray tracing, you're talking 4K. So I do believe you will definitely have a better overall gaming experience on those higher end consoles. But I feel like this one and Stadia actually will probably marry up pretty closely. So I just want to show that, and I'll probably get some videos out about that in the future. But yeah, besides that, I feel like that's going to be it. If you guys like the video, please like the video. And if you guys want to see more videos from us, then please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to know when they come out, then obviously hit the bell so you can be notified. But like I said, with that being said, that's it. And I'm out. Y'all have a good one.